Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. Just increased. True. Well, I guess so. That's what you want. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, cool. I like that. Oh, man. Oh, man. This looks navy blue. It says black fitted. Cool. I like that. I'm looking at some hats and I know I don't need any more. But yeah. That looks navy blue. It doesn't even look black. It says black fitted, but it looks navy blue. Right? That's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, damn. Oh, wow. There's some crazy people. Wow. I guess the truth hurts some people. Not my problem. I'd rather hear the truth and then hear lies all fucking day. Don't want to hear the truth? Oh, wow. It's not my problem. That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't know what this looks like. Oh yeah, this does have the bottom piece. Oh, cool. I actually like that one better. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yeah. I might have to get those. Look. Oh shit. Oh hey. Hey Blue Nile. Hey Teresa. Uh, I can't remember who sings that song, but it's in my damn head. I can't remember who sings it, to be honest. There's a few different let me see if it's the right one. That's one of them. That's Morgan Wallen and Tate McRae. That's one of the songs that it is, but that's not the one that I sing. There's another one. I can't remember who sings the one that I sing, but there's a few of them that says that's what I want. Okay. I got your donation. Thanks, Blue Nile. And you said need you to help me investigate something, but I gave you. Okay, I've been speaking to this guy that I'm close, that my close friend set me up with. I have an unsettled feeling. Need to clarify if he would end up be juggling me with another woman. My intuition gut is telling me that he's hiding something. If it's not that, then could you clarify what he's doing? Decided not to speak to each other, but the cards and my gut's telling me that he will throw me into a third party situation or something of that sort. All right. Sounds like some investigation needs to be done. All right, let's check. Yeah. He doesn't have he doesn't have any good intentions toward you. It's not like he wants to like have a real serious relationship. It looks like this person will just let you down and they're not going to give you any opportunity to be with them in a good way. This person, I got the devil card here and the five of wands, the star reverse. So that tells me that he would only be like someone who would like bullshit you to get what he wants. So I think he's probably talking about marriage in order to get you hooked, to think that it's long term, but will only want to lust over you and have sex with you, and then that's it. Because I'm not getting anything about no damn marriage, that's for sure. So it looks like your intuition about him, being wanting to investigate his feelings and thoughts or whatever. I think he just talks to hear himself. Sounds like somebody who just is full of controversy and just a weird person. Somebody who struggles, somebody who wants to start conflict and has a violent temper at times. And they think that they will let you down if they do go out with you, and or you're gonna let them down, or not let them get towards you, or get into your life as much as they want to. This person's just gonna disappoint you and make you unhappy. So I would say don't even deal with this person, to be honest, because they don't have the right intentions for you, towards you. I don't get anything good on this person. Looks like he would like talk to you with an ulterior motive. Looks like he's trying to find somebody because none of his past relationships are working. He might be kind and he might be like, showing like some vulnerability or like act generous and be cool, but he's somebody who's suspect. He can be very frail deep down inside and not really like, act who he thinks he is. Well, there is no other ulterior motive. You know what? The ulterior motive I see here is just like trying not to let him get too close to you too soon, and just see, if he's really about that life. But be careful at the same time, because he might say he wants all these things, but he doesn't, because he's got to prove it, right? And remember, this is just fresh. It's just started. So the energy that he feels right now or has intent is to like, yeah, I don't think this chick is really gonna be into me. I don't think she really about that life. So, I'm gonna see how it goes, because you can't really analyze things so quick if there is no energy between you guys. And if you're not talking right now, then it's difficult to, you know. Well, your bad feeling about it is right, you know. Well, you said up top here that I could have sworn you said that I could have sworn you said that you're not speaking to him right now, but you have been. Yeah, you said we have decided not to speak to other people. Okay, never. My bad. My bad. I read it wrong. You said at the moment we have decided not to speak to other people, but my cards and my gut telling me that he will. Yeah, okay. Not my bad. I thought you said we're not speaking right now. So even though you're currently still talking to each other, right, or you're speaking frequently, he's got to prove like he's about that life if he really wants all of these things. But that's over a period of time. All depends on how long you've known him. Fuck. Yeah, the cards are telling me that you're going to be disappointed in the long run. If you tell your best friend that you're shutting it down or you don't really want to deal with him, she'll be okay about it. She'll be mature about it. She'll be cool about it. And she'll just say, it's up to you, girl. You do what you got to do. Like, if you don't want to deal with the guy, you don't deal with the guy. But I'm getting that if you want to stay just stationary and just talk to him and see how things pan out, then that's up to you, right? As long as he's not doing anything bad, then I would say you can keep contact with him or talk to him. But I don't think your friend's gonna like give up, your friendship because you don't want to be with the guy. Don't think you're obligated for that. And I'm not getting anything bad on that either. So if your friend, if you tell your friend, look, I don't know if I'm gonna deal with this guy or not, we could still be obviously we're best friends and I don't really I don't feel like this guy is really about that life or something like that. If you have evidence and proof that he's not going to be that way or he's acting that way, then hey, you know. Right, exactly. Hey Maria, how you doing, sweetie? Oh, that's the thing. I think it's too early to determine any of this, but from what I see right now, he doesn't have serious intentions to go further. He might, a lot of people, they talk to hear themselves. They say, like, oh, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that, but they don't fucking do it. That's what everybody does now, anyway, in all parts of their lives. And when I say that on here, I'm a fucking bad person because I call people out that say shit and don't do shit. So if you want to do if you say something and you don't do it, and then you're gonna sit there and tell the person or me, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, then people are gonna get fed up. And then when you get called out, you're a fucking bad person. You know? Like fuck. But yeah, some people are so sensitive when I say shit like that that they delete me as their friend and don't want to speak to me no more and tell me I'm talking about fucking people, man. Bunch of idiots. All right, I just want to be careful how I go about this because I don't want this to affect my friendships. Right, exactly. Oh, you on your lunch break? What you having, Maria? I also don't think that his family will be accepting of me due to my authenticity. Uh, he tried to reassure me that I don't feel as if it's mature enough to pull through. I feel like that way about this going to tell me it's not gonna work. Well, your bad feeling and gut feeling is right because in the car, just telling me that this person's just talking to hear themselves. Like they're saying that they want to do that, they want to have all this with you, and they want to be, start this whatever they're telling you. Whatever they're telling you, it's the total opposite. You know. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's like me. I had a nice breakfast, so I haven't even had lunch yet. But I bought like a apple Danish. I think I'm gonna eat that for my lunch, and then I'm gonna have a nice dinner later. I'm gonna make tuna casserole for dinner tomorrow, tonight. So yeah, I think that your feeling of this person is right. You know, but see, that's the thing. You don't have to like end things unless you have a reason to. You got me? So if you are, so my advice to you, Blue Nile, is this: why can't you just be friends with the person and see how things go? But that's up to you. Like, I'm not telling you to give the person a chance or to be their friend. All I'm saying is, if they're telling you, yeah, I want marriage, I want this, I want that, then that person has to prove that shit. You know what I'm saying? They have to prove that they're about that life. So if you don't have a reason right now to get rid of them or delete them from your life, then I wouldn't. But when you do have a reason, obviously tread lightly. The thing is, people say all these things, but they gotta prove it. They gotta prove what they say. Well, the way he'll react is if like he knows that you have the strength to tell him where to go and how to get there. Like he thinks you're a strong woman. He thinks you're very confident and accomplished. He thinks you're a woman of action. He thinks that, if you were to say that to him, he'll be like, damn it, I guess I won't be getting nothing out of her. And he'll be kind of feel he'll be immature about it.
And I feel like he'll tell you some things that are not right and lie to you because he's insecure. I think his insecurities will get in the way. Okay, Maria, enjoy the rest of your day, sweetheart. Thanks for coming by, and I hope everything's good with you. So if you don't want to get attached to the guy, then don't. You know, you see what I'm saying? His insecurities are about his own maturity, his own like way of life. Like he may be hasty, or like he might like he might say one thing and not act on it. Like his insecurities is, I want to go for this woman, but I don't know if I should. And maybe if I tell her what she wants to hear, then maybe she'll give in. You see what I'm saying? Because when I get the Hermit reversed, Four of Wands reversed, that tells me that this person hasn't had a real decent romance. So they're trying different ways. He's trying different ways to put that. Exactly. Let me see what's going on like with the family thing. Well, the thing is they're gonna. I think that his side of the family will wish that he doesn't deal with you, because it's gonna cause like some type of like hesitancy or embarrassment or doubt or uncertainty. They're probably saying to him like, if you want to date this girl, it's not a good thing because it might not work out for you or something like that. It might cause arguments, or it might cause some type of like anxiety between the families or something like that. But I'm not getting nothing good there. And he's trying to assure the people around him that you're a good person and a good woman, and he'll be extremely comfortable being with you because of who you are and what you're doing. Yeah, but that should not be like that should not even be like a issue, because you're not your dad and your dad's not you, but you're a part of a culture. But all because you're a part of a certain culture, or culture, or authenticity, or whatever you say, however you say that. I can't remember. My tongue's all messed up right now. But yeah, if it's like me, I'm Portuguese, but some Portuguese people would not want to date another Portuguese person that was from a different parish or a different place, because those people don't like those people. But I wasn't born in Portugal, so I'm born here. Even though my family's from that place, even though you might not want me to be with your family because you're from the different place, like I don't give a shit. One thing about me, I don't care what race, color, or like, or where you're from. You can be from. I don't give a shit. As long as you treat me, with the ultimate respect, and tell me the truth. Why would I even have that in my mind? That's just like dumb as shit. Different nationalities and different people can make the most amazing children and amazing connection. But I guess people don't look at it like that. I guess I don't fucking know. People are stupid, man. Like we all bleed. We all have arms, legs, mouths, hair. So what? Like I never understood what's so bad about even religion. If you wanna praise God or Jesus Christ, go right ahead. I could marry a Muslim tomorrow. I wouldn't even care. If I were to date a Muslim and marry her, or marry the person, I wouldn't even care. You could still be a Muslim, and I'm still gonna be my religion too. I don't give a fuck. You praise Buddha, I'll praise God. Just don't put that shit on me, because I already have my ways. You treat me with love and respect, and you treat me like a man, and you don't disrespect me or tell me what to do. I explained this last night. You ain't controlling me, and I'm not gonna control you. We could still love each other and still be different. What couple is the same exact thing? None. And it don't happen. Stupid ass shit. You know? Yeah, exactly. The heart is what counts. But the heart is just one part of the whole relationship. You know? It's like there's way more to like loving someone for who they are. It's like accepting them as you get them and accepting the changes that they want to face in their future together. Yeah, if he wants to hold prejudice, then fuck him. You know? Can you have an update on the situation with my dad? Any insight to what's going on in his end? All right, let's check. Looks like things are still kind of upside down, inside out at home. Looks like at home he still has an unhappy marriage. Things are not going right for him. I believe I told you this last time. Things are not going good at home. Looks like his wife is also causing adversity, trying to trick him, trying to do things to him. Right now, they're your dad and this woman that he's with, they're going through like a bad trend, a bad cycle. There's no harmony in their marriage. There's nothing good going on between them. But he still does want to see you and he does want to get with you. Just like I told you, but it might not be like, yeah, she's not a good person. Looks like she's trying to trick him into doing things and he's like, no, no. Yeah, I still get that you will see him face to face between now and the end of September. So the next 2.5 months, I do see a very good chance, of you guys seeing each other face to face. Well, that's what they all want, right? That's what most women want from men is money. Because when the man doesn't want them or they don't want the man, the first thing they do is go after the money. And that's why men get fucked in every relationship that they deal with because they end up paying more because they're the man. But yet, all these women out there think that they have rights to take whatever they want from the guy. In some cases, it can be that way. I'm not talking about every person, but. Okay, good. What's up, Dan? How you doing, brother? Thank you, Bruna. I appreciate that. And the only way that can happen, the only way time frames can be accurate is if your side and my side come together to make it happen. So I'm glad we have the connection of spirit between us to make that happen. So I can only thank them more than anything. You're welcome, Bruna. I always wish you the best and just stick with it. And don't let these guys take you for a fool. I know you're smart as shit, so I know you're smart enough to know the difference. And your intuition is right. So your confirmation is right there for you. So whatever you're thinking, it's right. And that person doesn't really have their best interest in you. But sometimes it's good just to like talk, you know, and see how it goes. And then if you have a reason to get rid of the person, then go for it. Yeah. Oh, nice, Dan. I'm glad you and mama's good. Oxygen's on loading. That's good. Yeah, I'm always keeping it 100, but sometimes my 100 keeps everybody else on zero. Yeah. You know me, I'm always going through some type of controversy on here. People just don't like what I say. They get offensive like little kindergarten kids. I'm not for everyone, but I'm just glad we're always good. You know, it's life. Sometimes the best thing is silence is better than bullshit. Sometimes it's just easier to just keep quiet instead of retaliate or get revenge or keep talking about bullshit that don't exist. Because at the end of the day, sometimes the trash takes itself out. It's all good. Life goes on. My late friend Sue, she always told me before she passed away, she said, "Mark, you gave me hope. You gave me more time to live. You did everything for me. You kept my secrets. You kept everything for me. You made me feel good." And one of the last things she said, and one of the things she said all the time when she was in this room, she said, "People are in your life for a reason or a season." And I said, "You're absolutely right, Sue." She used to say that to me all the time. "Mark, don't worry about these people. They're only in your life for a reason or a season. They might be in your life for a reason to teach you a lesson not to trust people so quickly and not to tell people too much, or the season is them just being around for a little while and then bye. You know, it happens." I'm never really gonna be like upset when I lose a friend that's no longer a friend. I'm never really upset about shit like that. Even if they bash me, or even if, like, somebody does some bad shit to me, I just, move on. Because for every person that leaves your life, another good person comes in. That's how I look at it. And that every time I have a situation where someone like leaves my life or I get rid of them, another person comes in right away. And it's like, what the hell? You know, it's like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe how weird and exciting and amazing that becomes, you know? Yeah, that's true, Teresa. You know? Yeah, Blue Nile, you saw 777. That's good. 777 equals 21-3. But you know what? It's true though, Teresa. People come into your life when you lose other people. So to me, like when you lose like a couple people this week, you'll gain the same amount of people back. And even if you don't gain somebody, somebody from your past will show up and be like, "Oh, hey, Mark, how you doing?" And that happened to me like last week when all the bullshit happened, right? I lost those two people and probably a few other people too, because I really don't give a fuck about any of those people anyway. But as soon as that shit happened, literally 24 hours later, people were coming in here that I haven't seen forever. And new people came in, and I'm like, see, it all gets recycled. It all gets like, the bad people leave, the good people come in. So it don't make a difference to me. Like people actually think that that shit's gonna affect me forever or something. That shit don't affect me. Because if it really did, I'd do like a video on people every day disrespecting them and talking shit about them. But I don't have to. And I'm saying this right now to let people know that don't keep people around that ain't worth being in your energy. Just get rid of people. That's all you gotta do. I say it a million times on here for the past 6 years. I've been telling everybody, if you don't feel somebody's right in your life, take them out. Bye. Don't come back. Block, delete, and F off. It's that simple. And then as soon as you do that, a new person will come around that puts food on your table, that makes you happy. Somebody who has great intentions, somebody who becomes a friend, a client, or even more. You see what I'm saying? Everything will just because when you start to get rid of the bad energy, the good energy replaces it. And it's like spirit's way of saying, congratulations, you finally got rid of this fucking people in your life. And that's all that matters. And then some people will make up bullshit just to like start shit and act like you're the bad person and then call you all sorts of shit. But to me, I'm totally over like these situations like I find myself in. And the nicer you are, the more powerful you are, the more you show like love and respect to people and you read for people, you help people. The more you do, there's always going to be those couple people in the background And you know what I always say? My mom always said to me that the devil's always got the three-pronged fork ready to poke you, because the devil doesn't want you to be nice. They want you to convert and get mad, so you don't show your godly side, your happy side. They want you to pop off. They want you to be bad. So these people, they try to make you look bad. But what you do is you just stay sane, keep your energy nice, and just go about your business. And then you just concentrate on those people that are around you that make you happy. And that's all that really matters, to be honest. And I've been preaching that on here forever. And sometimes we get caught up in what people say about us, and then we don't realize that what they're saying is a bunch of lies with no proof. And then so why counteract lies? Why entertain a person's lies? Why entertain a person's thoughts and opinions that you don't like? Just go, leave it alone. Go about your business. You know? Yeah, it's happened to me a million times because I have strong opinions and thoughts. And if I want to say something, I'm gonna say it. You don't like it, don't come back here no more. It's okay, because when you leave, someone else is coming. It don't bother me. And I'm not here like doing this shit every day for you. I'm doing it for the people who love me and care about me and actually want to do real shit. So those things always go in and out, in my life. So I don't care about that shit. It'll never bug me like that. Exactly. I say that every time, Teresa. That's one of my favorite sayings. Don't let that door hit you on the ass on the way out. But um these past 2 weeks, these past 2 weeks are something that the past 2 weeks have shown me who my real friends are, who I can really count on, who I can really be around, who really has my best interest at heart, who really is a true friend, who is not, who hates on me, who doesn't, who's jealous of me, who's not jealous of me. Like June and July have been one of those months where you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are these people like always are, trying to get me to like explode and be like a bad person like them? Why are you trying to drag me into evil? Why are you trying to drag me into being bad? Why are you trying to like trigger me to make me feel this way? Like, just fuck off and leave me alone. I ain't done nothing wrong to you. But if you think I have, then just go away. That's all. You think I'm worried about what you say about me or what you do to me? I don't give a fuck. It don't matter to me. I'm still gonna be the same person when I come on here every single day, and I prove it. I'm still gonna come on here. I'm still gonna be, blessed. I'm still gonna be protected. You can't do nothing because you ain't got the power, because you can't even run your own life. You see what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I think that as human beings, we always worry about what somebody says about us. Like, we're always constantly worried. We're always constantly like thinking about, oh, what did that person say about me? And I'm one of those people where I'm like, why would you say a lie if you can't even prove it? And why am I going to try and prove that you're lying? See, this is the problem that all of us have in life, is we're always worried about what somebody else is saying, what somebody else is doing, and then you can't worry about those things, because the people who are really like lying about you and talking shit about you are the ones that ain't doing nothing. And if you look at those people, you know, then it's up to you. Like, you got to make your assumption of a person. Or because the people don't like me, for instance, doesn't mean that you can't like me. You could like both of us, but it's up to you to determine who you want to be around, who you want to help, and who you want to deal with. You know. Hey, Ethereal, how you doing? Yes, I see that. Thank you. I appreciate that. How you doing? Thanks for subscribing and supporting. Yes, Teresa is a good friend, a good person. So yeah, I'm doing good. Oh yeah, I know Teresa. But like I say to everybody, it's your choice to choose who you want in your life, or who you want to deal with. You have a channel too, Ether Real? Cool. Cool. I'll subscribe to you as well. Thanks. I appreciate it. My advice to you is you're welcome, Blue Nile. Thank you too, sweetheart. Take care. No problem. No problem, Ether Real. Take care. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, Teresa, yeah, I already know what the deal is. But like I said, people have to determine who they want and who they don't want in their life. I've said it a million times on here. Like you can be cool with someone who you don't like and someone who you like. But I'm also the type of person that sometimes um we have to have some type of discernment towards certain people, right? Because most people on here, they just want. And then when it's time to give, those things don't happen. Thanks, Blue Nile. You too. So you're saying that this person is not from your channel, right? But they said they are. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the deal, Teresa. I know the deal. Some people think I was born yesterday, but it's all good. Well, that's how it works. That's how it works, Teresa. People like that, that's what they do. They go from room to room to room, and they try to get in people's good books. Then they get into people's bad books to start like trouble, and then next thing people are looking at each other, and then they make an assumption of people, and then they go back and forth, and then that's how people get subs because they want this. They battle between people. Yep. You don't have to worry about them anymore. I saw that person comment on the post that that person made about me, but that person took down the post on her channel because she knows it was full of shit. Yeah, that's fine. I appreciate that, Teresa. Yeah. I've already seen that person on the person that we're talking about. They're they've been on that part. They commented on that person's post about me, but yet they came in here to be all cool with me. So I give them the benefit of the doubt, but not really. They think I do, but I know who's real and who's not. Yep. But see, this is where, right? This is what I've told everybody. Nobody can say I didn't warn you or warn anybody. I've been saying this for years that this is what they did to me. This is what people did back in the day. When I was a mod in people's channels, right? My name was my name, Marky Mark, right? That was my name all this time. But when I changed it to Marky Mark's Tarot, and I used to go into people's rooms, they used to say, "Don't come in here and promote your channel because you're indirectly promoting your channel by saying you are Marky Mark's Tarot." That's what they did to me back in the day, and they would kick me out of their channel because that's what people do. They go channel to channel and said, "Oh yeah, I have a channel. Sub to me, I'll sub to you." And then, "Hey everybody, I'm going live. Do shit in someone else's channel," and that's what these people do. That's what they did from years ago. This shit didn't just start yesterday. This has been going on for years. And I was in a channel that was growing and growing and growing. And then when I went to when I started my own channel, people said, "Mark, why don't you go back into why aren't you in the original channel you were modding in?" And I said, the person and their people in there told me that I changed my name to Marky Mark's Tarot to take his subscribers. How can I take a person's subscribers if I'm the one who bring them to you? And everybody subscribes to multiple channels. You see what I'm saying? So this whole thing about how people say they take shit from you and all that stuff, I preach that all the time. I'm not here to take nothing from nobody. People have a choice. You want to come to me, you want to go to Teresa, you want to go to Dan, you want to go to whoever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter to me. I'm never going to tell you that you're taking something from me like people say I have. I've always said that people always say that about me or somebody else. "Oh, you're in here to try and get people from me or, get people to do shit." Now, if I tell you, "Hey, everybody, my friend Teresa's in here. She has a channel. Go see her," then that's on me. So, how am I going to get mad if I see people in my room getting readings from you? Because I'm the one who told them to do it. Now, if you don't do that, then that means you have a problem with people you see in my room, in your room. And that's why the people that attacked me last week, that's who they are. They have never ever said in their rooms, right? "Oh, go see this person and go see that person." They don't say that shit. Hell no. But then when I say something, I'm a bad person. Man, go fuck yourself. If anybody in this YouTube system for the past 6 years that's bring everybody together, it's me. I don't try and destroy nobody. I always tell everybody, shout out to so and so, go see somebody else, go do this. Do you think I give a shit if I see somebody that's in my channel in your channel? I'll be like, "Hey, you're here. Thanks for supporting my friend." Not these other mofos. They don't care. People are all about themselves. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Nice. I'm glad you're having a good time, Tanya. Oh, Marley's psychic every day like me. Sometimes Marley says she's not psychic, but she is. See? Her reading said that you'll have healing there. See? There you go. See what happens when you're around good people, you get good readings. See? If Marley was here right now, she'd be dying laughing. And that's the thing. Everyone acts a lot of people act like what I say on here is not what I do. And that's why I get, kind of annoyed at certain people and they try to twist my words and make me seem like I'm not what I say I am. You can go, I've been on here for 6 years and you can go see all of my videos. They're still up. Every single time a reader came into my room, I would say, hey guys, this is my friend so and so. Please sub to their channel. Please help them out. Please go check them out. You might connect with them. They might be able to tell you something I can. And when I go in that person's room, they would do the exact same. Hey guys, if you guys need a mediumship reading, I'm not a medium, go check out Mark. Or hey guys, when I'm not here, go check Mark out. And then another person will be in the room, go check out this person. Guys, please, we all do, a lot of us do it. Because that's who we are. We don't give a fuck about the whole bullshit about, I want everybody to myself. I'm greedy and all I want is money. Because that's what these other people are like. They only talk about money. They never talk about helping you and helping each other. And then they want to go around and act like they're helping people. You don't help fucking nobody but yourself. Because that's what these people do on here. Tons of people do that. And all this, I want all these subscribers. You don't need a lot of subscribers. You don't. And if anybody is proof of hardly any subscribers and views and likes, you're looking at them. I've been on here for 6 years. I have 1,070 subs. Wow. I don't give a fuck. I'm monetized. After 5 years, I got monetized because I did everything the way I want to do it. I don't care if you like my video. I don't care how many views I get. I don't care about all these subscribers. All I care about is what I tell everybody every day. All I care about is having a good time, being happy, making friends, reading with each other, collaborating with each other, helping each other, because we all need to help each other in order to make things right and make things better. I don't give a fuck about this YouTube algorithm bullshit. I don't care about all that stuff. It's never been a problem to me. So if you have more subscribers than me, I'm not hating on you. I could care less because I don't even look how many subscribers you have. If somebody said, hey, Mark, you know how many subscribers I have? I said, no, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care because that shit, I'm not here for that. I'm here to answer questions, show you an example, give advice. I don't give a fuck about all that shit it doing. It's never been a problem, never been a thing to me. But yet people go around saying, oh yeah, I got more subs than you. I've done more than you. I don't give a fuck what you've done. Am I going around telling everybody I do this and I do that? No, because I don't care. Who gives a fuck how much shit you have? What are you doing for yourself and what are you doing for this community? What are you doing for people? Nothing but talking about your damn self. Fuck out of here. You think Spirit and God want you to talk about your damn self all day and talk about what you do and what you want and talk about money every day on your channel and talk about, oh yeah, this and that bullshit people all day? People ain't listening to that. People want to conversate. People want to get your advice, your opinions. People want to know how to make themselves better. That's all people want. People need help. When I started back in 2014 in here, I was all fucked up. I had just broke up with somebody. I was all like messed up mentally, and I needed people to help me and like-minded people were in there. People who had broken up, people who got a divorce, people who can't find love. So I mingled with people and we all helped each other get out of our funk, get out of our bullshit. Why can't we all keep doing that instead of bringing everybody down and talking shit? And then when I say something, I'm a bad person. Man, you know what people's problem is with me? They can't handle the truth. Because I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell the truth every day. And not one person that's disrespecting me on here has come to me with receipts about what I supposedly say about you and what I do to you. Where is it? You know what it is? People ain't got no life. And all they want to do is bring you down for being good. And I looked up at my clock and it says 222. Yesterday. Oh, nice, Tanya. Sounds good. Yes, we look forward to seeing that. Marty was asking about you too. And I told her that you were like, and I reminded her that you were out in Spokane. So, and then Dan and I told her that you were at the beach and you was showing a video about the person taking the person out the truck, taking the other car out of the video, out of the sand. The last time you saw somebody helping somebody with the boat and dealing with the boat stuff, and then this time you saw somebody getting taken out of the sand. I was like, Tanya never has a dull moment. Nah, that's cool. Take your time. Take your time. Do whatever you want on your channel. It's all good. We're always gonna support you and look at the videos. That's how we are. You know how it goes. We're not gonna unsubscribe because you ain't putting no videos up. That's very true. And see, I'm glad somebody gave you that advice because that's good advice because they'll never like really know that you're there, you know? They'll think you're there and try and do harm. Yeah. Because on here, there's too many evil people. There really is. And it's sad. But that's what people do. They start off being cool and then they act crazy. So I ain't really worrying about it. At the end of the day, I'm still here 6 years in a row. And I'm going to stay here. And when I don't want to be here, I'll go somewhere else. It's not a problem. I'm always going to keep going. I'm always going to do this type of work. And I'm always going to be happy. And I don't give a shit about none of these haters and all these fake ass people on here. All that matters is I have good people in my life right now on here. And this last week proved who my real friends are. That's all that matters. All that taking sides bullshit, that's unnecessary. You know, you can still be friends with whoever you want. I'll never tell you don't be friends with somebody. It's your choice. There's still rooms I go into today to say hello to somebody, and there's somebody in there that I don't like, and I don't care. I just won't speak to them. It doesn't make no difference to me. Oh, I don't care. They can say whatever they want. People do it all the time because they want to start trouble. I love you too. I love everybody that comes in here and supports me. What do I say at the end of my lives? Every live. I love you guys and I wish you the best. Hope you have a great night, a good day, a good weekend. I'll be back. Have I say it every day. I tell everybody that I love them in here. And that's true words. That's true talk because I genuinely do love people who come in here and support me and mingle with me and have fun. And I don't beg for nothing. Yeah, I love people more when they sleep. That's why I say it at the end of my life, Dan, because I'm about to go to sleep. That's when I love you the most. Dan caught on to it one time. See, Dan already knows. That's why I say it at the end of my life because I love everybody when I sleep. But it's all good. It's another day, you know? Another day. Just keep going and just don't worry about anybody. Yeah, Tanya, just take your time and just ask Phil to help you steer the wheel. Jesus take the wheel, and that's all you gotta remember. Remember, not only Phil is helping you, Sky's helping you, your ancestors are helping you. When you're all alone, you're not really alone. Spirit's there to help you. I'm a prime example of that. I tell everybody that every single day. There's not a day that doesn't go by that I tell you. I just finished reading from my friend Blue Nile, and the first thing she says that my time frames have been accurate. My readings are great with her, and I confirm the things that she gets and stuff like that. I'll never take credit. I'll always tell everybody, as long as your spirit and mind work together to get the answers, I'm happy as shit. Because as long as our spirits are working together, we have nothing to worry about. And that's the main thing. I always tell everybody the only way you're going to be who you really want to be is by the help of God, the help of Spirit. That's it. And you can still, be who you want to be. Everybody's different, nobody's perfect. So, to the people that say that I do things and I still talk about God, well, guess what? Nobody's perfect. And God still loves me even if I'm not. I agree, Dan. I agree. She's definitely saluted for. I salute you 100%, Tanya, because you're doing things most women will not do. It's okay, Dan. We understand. Okay, Teresa. I agree. Tanya, we've been told you that what you're doing is what you should be doing. And that's why you are doing it, because you're getting nudged by spirit for you to do the best thing you can do in your life. And we're never alone. We have spirit in our lives 24/7. No, that's fine. I already know you're in here like one of the first people here and you just chill out. Dan does it too. A lot of people do it. Like I said, it doesn't bother me. And I never worry about who's in here anyway because the people who I've had someone tell me that's been a client of mine forever. They have never come in here and said one word, but they listen to me and they email me and they talk to me and they say they don't want to participate, but they just sit back and listen to me. And I know they do because they mention what I talk about, you know, and laugh. And I'm fine with that. And for my haters who come in here and look at me and watch me, you can go right ahead. If you really want to waste your time on somebody you don't like, that's fine. You know, we're always gonna have people who don't like us watch us. That's a normal thing. Yeah, Fee does it every day. Out of nowhere, she'll just say something. She won't even say hi first. She'll be like, bang. And I'll be like, oh Lord. It would have been in here the past few days, Tanya. It would have been here the last 2 days, I think. She's been active with us, talking to us, having fun, talking shit. Flamingo Express. She's been working hard, dealing with bullshit like everybody else. But yeah, she was active in here the last couple days, so it was good to see her. And at the end of the day, I'm not really worried if people come or go. It's just whenever you get a chance, you get a chance. It's fine, you know. Welcome back, Teresa. Yeah, I've known Ilda for a very, very long time. You know, I've known a lot of people in here for a long time. Before I had my channel, I've known Ilda and known other people. You know, and I'll tell you a brief story. I don't know if I've ever told this story, but uh, Ilda and I always have been good friends, and someone tried to interfere with Ilda and I's friendship, and Ilda didn't know what side to go on, and that's what people do. You know, they try to get you on their side by lying to you. So Ilda's a grown woman. I never ever said anything bad about her, and then one day she came to me like a grown adult woman, and she said that she had made a mistake trusting the other person, but had always loved me as her brother. She came to me like an adult and apologized and said, if she wants me and if she can be in my life. And I said, of course. I said, I just wait and let people, as long as you're not disrespecting me with that person, then we're good. But she admitted her mistake going to the other side, and now we've been friends ever since. Really good friends, and I've made friends with her, and everybody loves her just like I do. She's a very giving, loving person, and when I lost her for those couple months, I said, you know what? She's a smart person. She'll figure it out. Because usually people will fuck up and they'll show their real side and then people will make their decisions. Like I said, that's happened a lot lately. Yeah, she is. She's a good person. She always wants to help everybody, support people. She buys things for everyone. She's cool like that. She's a good person. And these things happen. Sometimes people interfere and try to pick sides or try to say things about people that aren't true. It's just the way life is. It's human beings. It's idiots. It's fucked up people. You know. Well, Teresa, I deleted that person anyway. I got rid of him off my channel because I don't want him in here. Right. And they did it right in front of you to start trouble. So if they want to do that to you, they're nothing for me. So that's why I just played it the way I did and I got rid of them. So you don't have to worry about them coming in here. And I already knew that that person was commenting on the other person that disrespected me. They go over there and comment on their shit. So I'm sure they know the deal, but still came over here and act like they don't know. People know. But they have nerve, they just say, fuck it, I want to come out here and start trouble. and get you to talk about them, and then they'll go say, "Oh, you talked about me," and then people go see, view, and they start trouble. That's how it is on here. That's what people do, and then when it happens, don't say I didn't tell you. You know what, Teresa? At the end of the day, people figure it out, and even I know it's making you mad knowing that they use you to get that. But the thing is like you gotta understand, and I know you do because you're not dumb. Just understand and take my advice and let people do whatever they want because people will figure it out at the end of the day. Because everybody on here talks and everybody here knows what's going on. And that's why I get rid of people like that. I ain't got no time for these people. I got rid of her anyway, so I don't want people like that over here. I don't want people who associate with those people and do the shit that they do to me on here. Yep. It doesn't, we can do whatever we want, but we can say things and we can do things, but people have to figure it out. You're damn right, Dan. You know. I just think it's sad, that these things have to happen and people pick and choose sides and people, claim that I did something. See how that person came in here and said that they're from your channel and you're right here and they did it right in front of you to start trouble. That's exactly what the person did to me. Those two people did to me last week. They conjured shit up just to like get the beef gun so that people can go see each other. That's why the video of those two bashing me and talking shit, that's why the video got more views than any other video they've had for the last month. Because when people saw my name, they're like, what the fuck, this person's talking shit? And that's why they did it. And then they changed my name and put some other bullshit up there, and it still got more views than any of their other videos because you needed my name to get views. So you just look dumb for doing it. So that's what I'm saying. When people start lying about you and talking shit about you, let them. Because they're just putting you out there. Because the people in their channel are going to figure out what's going on. And they're going to come over here and say, hey, I'm over here, and you get their view, you get their time, watch time. So they're just fucking themselves, really. Because like hell am I going over there to see what they're doing? I don't care. Once you're gone, you're gone. I'm not going to waste my time and look at you and hear what you have to say. Because ain't nobody in there listening to you anyway. And they can come over here and say the same thing. And I don't care. It don't matter. I'm not here begging people to come into my life. And I'm gonna say something before I forget. I've told everybody a million times that I don't put in my description and my title. It says live tarot reads $5 per question. That's it. But if I were to do a live and it says free tarot readings, free messages, free. If I do that, I'm going to get tons of people coming in here. Am I right or am I wrong? But when people see live readings $5 and you're not getting nothing for free, they ain't going to waste their time coming in here. But anything for free, they're going to come in there. Because I can go down the street right now and put a table outside my fucking house and put free shit, come and get it. But if I say $5 per item, people are going to look and be like, fuck that. So who you trying to fool? Me or yourself? And why do you think I have my shit on subscribers mode? Because I don't need no more subscribers. I don't give a fuck about anybody. If you want to come in here and get real shit and be with real people, come right on in. My channel is always open to good people. But if you think I'm going to do free shit all day and waste my energy on a person who comes in a free chat room under 3 different names and asks the same goddamn question, you must be out of your mind. And if you look at my old lives, I've been done that shit years ago. And I won't do it again. But I don't have to prove that because I already know that's how it works. So the only reason you got probably more views than me and more subscribers than me is because you do free shit. And go right ahead, I don't care. But don't criticize me and tell me that I've been on here for years and you're done more than me and you're done this more than me. I don't give a fuck what you done. What you don't have is the reputation I have. That's what you wish you had. Most people talk that shit and they don't have no good reputation. Because if you did, you'd have the same people with you 5 years ago that was with you now, and you don't. That's why it's always good to be a good person and not be a fake ass person and not sit there and worry about this whole algorithm and how much you have and how much this person has. Comparing each other is dumb. Just leave it alone and mind your own business. Everybody's not for everybody. There's somebody for somebody. And wherever you fit in, you stay there. That's it. Yeah. And that's all that matters. Is having fun. But these people always want to start trouble. And then when I say the facts and the truth, I'm automatically talking about somebody. I'm talking about people in general. I've been on here long enough to know that. You know? Fuck you think. Hey Lucky, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all that matters. Because I learned from the best too. I learned from people as well. I learned from a couple readers, and they were women. And they always taught me how to read cards, and I never ever. I'm still great friends with those same people. I've never burnt my bridges with the people who have my back. I never burned bridges with the people who put me out there. I've never burnt my bridges with people who taught me what I know today. Never. I would never disrespect the hand that feeds me. I would never bite the hand that feeds me. Never. Because I'm not like that. I'm always going to respect the people who put me out there and help me. That's it. It's simple. And I want to shout out to my friend. I haven't seen her in a while. But Star Lotus Tarot, I love you. Love you and Tony. I appreciate what you guys do for everybody. You're still doing your thing. And I give you guys so much love. I haven't seen you guys. If you see this video, I love you both. And Ricky, I love you too, bro. And I want to shout you guys out because you guys have helped me a lot and showing me to be a good person. So I appreciate that. So I want to shout them out because I sometimes I forget, but I didn't forget today. Okay, cool, Tanya. Yeah, sometimes we forget, but I don't. I try not to forget. I always try to always, shout out to people who help me get to where I am. You know, and I'll tell you something about subscribers, right? Last year, May, right? It's been over a year already. Last year, May, and last year, May, I got monetized. But before that, before I got monetized, I only had like maybe 800 subscribers or something like that, close to 800. And I really, you know me, I don't care about that stuff, right? But my friend Star Lotus Tarot, she came in here with no intention of doing what she was about to do for me, you know, when it happened. And she came in here one day and she says, I'm ready to get a mediumship reading. And I was wondering if you can connect with my brother. And I say, yeah, sure, I'll try it for you. So we were in here. It was just a couple people in here. It was like the perfect moment. I connected with her brother. I gave her the best mediumship reading of her life at the time. That's what she had, said. And it made her feel really, really happy because she got to, speak to her brother through me finally. And it made her feel at peace because she finally got to see, got to hear what he had to say. And that made my day. And I did it for her out of the goodness of my heart. Never even never even asked for a cent because I'm not like that. So about 2 days later, without even saying anything to me, she posted a video all about me, saying how much what it did for her personally, what it did for her, what it did for her life, what peace it gave to her, and how I'm the best medium that she's ever encountered in her life. And how much of a good person I am, how much of a good friend I am, how supportive I am of her and her channel and her people and my people. And I've known her for years, right? I've known her for a long time. And I've always respected her as one of the OGs in the game, right? She's a great reader and a great person. Always happy. Never seen her mad a day in my life. And she didn't have to do that for me. And she's got way more people on like that know her than that know me. So within 24 hours of that video, I got all these people come to me. Tanya's here, and she's one of those people, and a few other people that know me from her channel. Within 24 hours, I had over 1,000 subscribers. I went over the 1,000 mark. So just by her doing that video, 200 and something people subscribed to me within 24 hours. Just because she shouted me out. And I would have never have expected that, right? So as soon as I got my over 1,000 subscribers, I got monetized shortly after that. But it was all because of her, because she wanted to do that for me. See what I'm saying? So that's why I will always have love in my heart for her and her husband and her subscribers and her fans and her people. Then she started a podcast. I was on there, I think, twice or three times. I was a guest on her podcast. And we had so much fun. We laughed. We're good friends. No disrespectful shit. No nothing. Her and I don't have the same. Her and I have the same friends and have different friends. And she speaks to people I no longer speak to. And I told her, we reassured ourselves that we're not going to let that get in between us because we sat down and talked about it like adults. So if you can do that with somebody, I will respect you tenfold. And she said to me, will you treat me different because I speak to the people you don't? And I said, no, hell no. I don't care. As long as me and you have love for each other and respect each other, I don't care who you speak to. It would have never changed my mind about you. You can help whoever you want. I don't care. So she was cool with that. She thought I wasn't going to be cool with her because of that. I was like, hell no. It don't faze me. And that's why her and I have a wonderful spiritual understanding that it's not about who you don't have to love the same person or be around the same person. As long as me and you are cool, I don't give a shit. And that's why when shit happened last week, I told everybody, don't pick and choose sides. You do whatever you want. I don't care. Because if that person ain't done nothing wrong to you, then don't worry about what they done to me. You don't have to show your love for me by deleting somebody out of your life. At the end of the day, you do whatever you want. It'll never change my outlook and my perspective on you as a friend. And that's the way life is. It's simple to me. It don't matter. But people will always try to change the narrative or change that or put reverse psychology and make me seem like, oh yeah, this and that. Mark told me this or this person told me that. I don't care. Like it's just people gotta understand that shit ain't gonna phase me one bit. I don't care. As long as we're cool, I don't give a shit who you deal with or who you like. There's always gonna be somebody in somebody's room you don't like. That's it. And that's my story on that. And that's why I love some of these people on here like they're my family. Because we all help each other with no money involved, no animosity, no regret, no resentment, no nothing. You go your way, I go my way. You want to be around that person, that's fine with me. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to speak to you because you speak to somebody else. Who cares? But when you try to do that, when you try to separate the people, that's when I know who you really are. I'll let you be who whatever you want to be around people who bash people and talk shit about people, go right ahead. We all do it. We all talk about somebody or warn somebody about somebody, right? We just don't want to see the person get hurt like they did. So that's a whole different thing in itself. Yeah, of course. That's always been my way. Like, I might go in your room, Teresa, and see somebody in there that I don't really agree with or don't like. I'm not going to say, well, Teresa, if you don't get rid of that person, I'm not coming in here no more. I would never, ever tell nobody to do that. Never, ever. Because I don't care. It don't phase me. But if you know that that person's a bad person, then like how you said about that other person that came in here, I already knew that, but you confirmed it. So I agree with you on getting rid of that person. So we have a mutual agreement to get rid of somebody. That's totally different. That's an acknowledgement of a person who's doing dumb shit. So we're gonna get rid of them. Fine, bye. Go about your business. I agree with you on that person, but we don't have to agree on every single person, and that's okay. It don't phase me. You can like people I don't, and I can like people you don't. But as long as we're cool and we don't do anything bad to each other, then that's all that matters to me. Simple. That's it. Yeah. But that's the way it should be. We should not we can agree to disagree. That's okay. But don't sit there and make up lies and bullshit. And that's fucked up. 'Cause everything I say, you can go see if it's true or not. It's up to you if you want to see. My sister's sending some pictures from where she is. It's funny. Just give me a second. I'm just texting my sister. Yeah, so anyway, there's always something. But as long as we guys are okay with each other, that's all that matters to me. I only get hurt from losing a friend if somebody convinces somebody else lies about me. But I will always wait for that person to come back with an apology eventually because they know that what they said about me is a lie. So if you're lying about me and then you finally come to me like a grown up and say, hey, look, you know, I lied. I'm sorry. You know, can we be cool or whatever? I'll make my decision whether or not I want you in my life or not. If not, go fuck yourself. I don't need you. Yeah. But don't sit there and lie on my name and talk shit about me. Fuck that. That's some bullshit. But Dan, yes, go take a power nap because I'm gonna go get something to eat. I had a late breakfast and I'm about to have a late lunch. Okay, sure, Val, you can ask me. No problem. How you doing, Val? Okay, no problem. Yeah, I went this morning to get groceries. I'm all done with the groceries. You're well. Good to hear that, Val. Yeah, I'll answer you on the email if you want. That's fine. No problem. I'm just gonna get something to eat and then I'll check the email and I'll answer for you. Yeah, this is my good friend Val. She's been with me from day one. She's one of my favorite people on here. She doesn't aggravate me or disrespect me. She's such a good person. Val, this is my friend Teresa, my traveling gypsy. Dan, these are my newer friends. Yes, and I love you too. I appreciate that very much. Val's been with me from day one, even before my channel. I've known Val. So, all good people in here. See, this is what I just finished saying. How you lose some people, and then your true friends are always gonna be around. Your true people will be around. See, you can't make this shit up. And I love every minute of it because it just proves like that spirit always has your back when you're a good person. And then the other haters will be like, damn it, Mark was right again, fucker. He said that we're gonna leave him and then somebody else is gonna come back or somebody else will be around. Yep. That's why I keep telling people don't fuck around. Because I'm not the one. I don't do anything bad to anybody. But if you want to do bad to me, then we know it's gonna happen. Karma. Thanks, Val. I appreciate it. You are too. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm gonna get off of here, and I'll look forward to your email, and I'll answer you over there. All right, Val and Teresa. Good seeing you. And I had such a wonderful time. I was telling Mystical this morning. I was telling Mystical this morning in her chat that we had such a blast in your live yesterday for your birthday, and how we were all getting erotic cards, and we have fun and we talk shit, and it was a great live. And she says she caught the last hour or something like that, because I was in and out of the live because I was dealing with my nephews and my sister had gone away. I had so much going on yesterday. It was just a busy ass day. But I'm glad we got to hang out. It was fun. So much fun. Yeah. It was so many good laugh. It was good seeing you laugh. Yeah, that's true, Tanya. But you know, the ones that are gone will always love you. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and then I'm gonna do an email reading for Val. So I'll be back later on tonight. All right. Take care.